Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to work on painting the passenger door mirror for Project 110. Now, if you recall, or you've been following the videos, I painted the door handle for the passenger door in gloss black, and I'm going to do this mirror assembly to match. The glass is broken, but I ordered a new one of those that should be here in a day or two. From what I understand, this just pops in on a socket, so I should be able to get that out with a screwdriver. Then give it a good wash. Get all these mossy pieces from sitting around wherever it was off of there. Now this is the same texture on this plastic as the door handle, so I'm going to do it in the same fashion. Like I say, get these moss pieces off and then scuff it down with some red Scotch-Brite, get some adhesion promoter on there and some primer to fill in this light texture. So let's get started. That's the hub, or the center part I was talking about. You can see this just clips in, and there's two leads because it's a heated mirror. No problem. Now the piece is washed and rinsed with clean water. I blew it off with compressed air and took the little cap out of the bottom. It's not even 60 degrees Fahrenheit out today, so on days like today, these smaller pieces are great to work on because you can take them in the house and let them warm up, let them dry out, as opposed to like a whole door or possibly a tailgate or a fender. Okay, yeah, I don't think you're gonna agitate your spouse or your girlfriend or whatever by bringing a small piece into the house. Now, since the weather is considerably cooler, take your products into the house, let them warm up too. Now, piece all scuffed down with the red Scotch-Brite. I got a piece of welding wire so I can hang it off the front of the garage door. I'll wipe it down with the tack cloth, apply a light coat of adhesion promoter, and then I'm going to let that sit for about a half hour and then start to apply light coats of primer, because like I mentioned, it is below 60 degrees Fahrenheit today. Now with 2 coats of primer applied, I'm going to take this inside and let it dry overnight, and then we'll look at some of these little imperfections in the plastic, and then it'll be ready for a first sand, and then probably 2 more coats of primer. Alright, so nothing really fancy here. The red glaze all dried up, primer's all dried up. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but it still has a texture to it. I want to get rid of a little bit more of that texture, so I'm going to sand it with some 320, get rid of the glaze, and knock the primer down. Hopefully that'll smooth it up a little bit more, and then apply 2 more coats of primer. Alright, so catch up time. Part sanded with 600 dry paper, along with that little cover cap over there on the table, which I've taped down. Wiped off with wax and grease remover because it's a primed piece. It's not bare plastic. Okay. Getting the garage warmed up here. Once it gets nice and warm, get the base coat out and apply a bunch of light coats until I have coverage. Now I've got the base coat applied now. No footage of that because I couldn't hold the camera, the piece, from flopping around because it's hung by a wire here to the rafter, and the spray gun. But there was a lot of little intricate areas like these cracks to make sure got base coat in. Just a little recessed area here in particular. Did the base coat with the A&I R160T. I'm going to leave the paint in the gun for now while this gets good and dried up. Go over it with a light, see if I find any bare spots. If I do, touch them up. Let that cure up really well because it is cool out. Clean the gun and mix up some clear. Alright, that's a straight off the gun wet finish. Looks pretty decent. Basically just going to take my gun outside with some thinners, clean it up, and just let this sit in here, get a chance to cure, and then move it into the back room. Now I've let this cure for a week because I've been busy, and got the cover back on that hole there. The piece looks actually really nice, and I've got the mechanism all untaped here, so I'm gonna get ready to install the new glass. Now here's the new glass. Basically looks exactly like the old glass except not broken. Yeah, comes with instructions, pretty straightforward. Obviously plug in the heater connections, place the glass over the motor mechanism and push down in the center, and it should just lock into place. Alright, there it is, guys, mounted on the truck. I'm real happy with it. I like the way that it looks. So if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, hit that subscribe button, help the channel out. Until the next one, as always, guys, peace.